Every now and then they brought guns to my head and tell me, look, if you try to escape, we'll kill you, and then we'll still collect the money.
That is 47-year-old Dr. Hassan, devout Muslim, wife, mother of 4, and a medical doctor at the University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital, UPTH. She was kidnapped on the 16th of December, 2015. Welcome to Port Harcourt, the capital of Rivers State, Nigeria. It is also known as the Garden City and one of the richest states in the Niger Delta until oil spills affected farmlands, leaving communities with a dim livelihood created as a result of the social imbalance. When I got wind of Dr. Khadijat Hassan's story, I couldn't help but get in touch. She said I could meet up with her, but at an undisclosed location. Dr. Hassan used to be the registrar at the University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital, but for the last time, she never went back after her release.
While I was coming, there was a bad spot before I burst out to the main road. We had to slow down, and there's a car in front of me, but there's a little bit of space between us. So all of a sudden, I saw a Camry that just double-crossed me, and I was, in my usual way, I don't even want to bother whether you hit my car or spoil the car, because I've been warned, don't bother, just go. So all of a sudden, 2 young men came out, not masked, but and the next thing I had was, calm down. But in panic, I rolled down before their attack. So in panic, I had to roll up. So I was trying to stop the car, and at the same time, because I saw them with a gun. So accidentally I rolled up, and before I knew it, they used the gun in their hand to break the glass, and the glass sprints into my ear, so I had to my eyes, so I was bleeding.
This is the University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital where Dr. Hassan came to for the past 8 years. But the night before, she didn't know that she would be taken away from her friends, her family, and most of all the patients that rely on her professional capabilities.
Really, I was so afraid. The first morning I got to the house, I told my husband that we had to leave Port Harcourt today.
Doctors are more at risk working in a war zone, yet Nigeria is not at war, but facing pockets of it. The Niger Delta area has had a history of oil spills, pipeline vandalism and kidnapping. In the past, some of these aggressions were used by ex-militants to drive home their demands for improved living conditions for the Niger Delta area. Even though today, it's been hijacked and regular with any and everyone at risk, statistics show recent target has all but been medical doctors.
While we're going, they just told me that I had to behave as if I'm their girlfriend, that I had to remove my headscarf. So that was how I had to wear a glass, so a sunglass. So that was how we were, because of course we met a police checkpoint while we were going. So in order to be not to detect that they are, so with gun by my side. For that 15 days I was chained and padlocked. They padlocked the chain.
According to the Nigeria Medical Association NMA Rivers State chapter, 21 doctors were kidnapped in the year 2015, out of which 7 were foiled. Each was held between 5 to 12 days. In 2016 so far, 9 doctors have been kidnapped. The police command earlier this year sent out a press release that they'd put in several modalities in place ever since kidnapping reared its ugly head. And these modalities were to protect the medical doctors and to secure hospitals. But just a couple of weeks ago, and we're into the second half of 2016, 9 medical doctors have been kidnapped. What are security agencies really doing to stem the tide of this ugly trend in Rivers State?
The measures are still in place. You know, generally, crimes can never be eradicated in a society, completely eradicated, but the vulnerable points, black spots, and those areas where criminals are likely to take advantage of. So we are policing all such areas. That is also in place. We are also dealing with the criminals and the kidnappers. We have been embarking on a violent and aggressive raiding of your hideouts and demolition of your houses. Those are crime-fighting mechanisms we have put in place. One of the challenges we are facing, especially with due respect, is the public's apathy about volunteering information to the police. Because some of these kidnappers, they live among them.
That was the Christmas money. We were released around 11 p.m. but definitely before we get to where I know people. I got to Woji around 1 a.m. in the morning, and we were released. There are 2 of us there. I met a man, God bless the man, instrumental to me being released that Christmas morning. So he said he was kidnapped a day before me, so I met him there. We didn't see each other, but we can hear each other's voice. So we can't communicate, we just say good morning.
Getting to the office of the Nigerian Medical Association (NMA), a professional body protecting their interests and that of the consuming public, Chairman of the association, Dr. Furo Green, spoke about the pains of the past 2 years and why medical doctors seem to be the target.
We work very long hours, 24 hours a day we work. Even in our homes when we have closed from work and gone home, patients come to us. Nobody else's door could be opened at 2 a.m., not the banker, not the manager, nobody else. So because we are always accessible at all times, they saw us as an easy to reach target. Healthcare in Nigeria has been on the low and is actually nosediving. The quality of healthcare that was delivered when I was a medical student is not the quality that we're getting now, despite the fact that we have acquired a lot of technology.
According to a 2015 report from the World Health Organization, Nigeria currently has 35,000 medical doctors working in the country. That is 1 doctor to 5,000 patients. But to meet the standards, Nigeria would need over 200,000 medical doctors. In the meantime, what next for doctors in Rivers State?
For our members, we've tried to advise them to live a low-profile life. Endure the old car, even if you have money to buy a new one. They shouldn't wear jewelries like you are wearing now. And, that's much we could do. And then, of course, be security conscious.
So not enough doctors and now kidnapping of medical doctors. Is there hope for healthcare for Nigeria's growing population? Is there hope for Nigeria's security? Questions begging for answers for those who know.
Your person is kidnapped, pray and get a good negotiator, negotiate to agreeable price, because the place is terrible. It's terrible to be kidnapped.
Adama Madragu, Rivers State, Nigeria, for UE News.